Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
British and St. Lucian businessman Oliver Gobat was brutally murdered in April 2014. Gobat, who was 58 at the time of his death, was shot twice in the head before the vehicle with his body inside was burnt. The death left his parents Helen and Theo Gobat devastated. The British-born hoteliers operate a luxury resort in St. Lucia and now need armed gunmen with them almost everywhere they go for protection because of death threats. The perpetrators of Oliver Gobat's horrendous murder still remain a mystery despite a $500,000 reward to anyone with information leading to an arrest. The story has garnered a lot of media attention from the local and international press. But despite having to lose their son in the most horrendous way and irrespective of the negative publicity, the Gobats are determined not to let their circumstances define them. In fact, they have managed to embrace the memory of their son in the most positive way while turning their tragedy into triumph. Oliver Gobat loved sports and loved St. Lucia. In fact, Ollie, as he was affectionately known, was training to possibly represent the island at the Commonwealth Games in the UK in 2014. His love for sports encouraged the family to set up a fund in his memory. The Oliver Gobat Sports Fund, TOGS, was soon born. The fund is aimed at offering financial assistance to young St. Lucian sports enthusiasts. TOGS is expected to keep Oliver Gobat's memory alive while positively impacting the lives of St. Lucians. Oliver Gobat's parents, Helen and Theo Gobat, say the objectives of the fund reflect their son's passions.
I'd like to make a personal reflection, I suppose, that I do feel that what's been done is a tremendous reflection on Ollie's personality, who was a tremendous avid follower of sports, a great lover of St. Lucia. So this combines two of the things that's greatly influenced his life. And what we've tried to do is to turn around this horrendous tragedy which we've been faced with Ollie's murder by trying to make something positive out of it. As you can imagine, it's just been awful for Pelham and his brothers and all his friends. So we tried to take this and turn it into some sort of benefit to help the young people in St. Lucia. And I do think it will have an impact. Maybe it's small to begin with, but eventually I think it should spread. So I'm very hopeful that we can make something out of this awful tragedy for the better of St. Lucians.
He loved sport. Whatever he played, he did extremely well at. You know, I remember when he was a child, he took 3 shots to do a long jump, and the first 2 were disqualified, and the third one he broke the school record, and that was the way he was. And he believed it was very important to keep fit, and sport was a passion for him. The last sports he played here in St. Lucian were golf and squash. But before that, when he was only 13, he developed cancer of the rib and had a whole year out of school and out of doing regular activities, so he took up golf. And it really was a saving grace for him.
Through the assistance of TOGS, sports has also been a saving grace for many young people in St. Lucia. TOGS has helped the Lucian Aid Foundation organize the Ollie Gobat Remembrance Cricket Tournament. The initiative helps to get young people involved in competitive cricket all over the country. The participants, coaches and youngsters are beyond grateful. Helen Gobat, who is the administrator for TOGS, says she was elated to support the initiative in honor of her son.
Sinatra Peter came to us through St. Lucian Aid Foundation, and she's a woman who has many talents. She is very keen on sports. She helps to manage some of the athletes and some of the cricketers, which they need. They need guidance. You know, how much do you have to pay for training? How much do you have to pay to get abroad for competition? How much do you need? Where does she's got sponsors. She's allied to the Ministry of Sport. But she and I met about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and she said, well, how about Oliver Gobar, Ollie Gobar Remembrance Cricket Tournament around the island. She said, I think I could involve about 30 odd cricket teams. And I thought, well, this can't happen just like that. Perhaps we should put it off to next year. And then I thought, no, we should get going because she's got the energy and the drive. So that's what she did.
Concerns over the marginalization of young people in the south of the island was one of the reasons the cricket tournament was created.
We're very thankful, of course, to Mr. and Mrs. Gobat, Mr. Theo and Mrs. Helen Gobat. Without their support, this tournament really would not be on. If a young person is occupied, there's very little space and times for negative and peer pressure and that kind of influence. So it's very impactful on them. They get to come out, they're occupied, and basically it's a good thing all around.
Coach Sherwin Charles says initiatives like these are critical to help get young people off the streets.
We owe a lot to the organizers and the youth. We have to take into consideration that whoever has gone astray needs a lot to get back on track. And I think it's a step in the right direction. I only hope that the young persons in this competition don't look at it in terms of just playing cricket, but what it is that the organizers hope to achieve at the end of the tournament.
I think it's a good idea bringing all the youth together to play some cricket. I think instead of going out on the streets, they have something to do. And I think it's a really good idea. They should be doing it every year. Yeah, and I'm also excited with my team, the young guys. Yeah, they're excited as well.
You're losing, man. 50 off. It can be, but you're losing.
We need 2 more runs to win.
No, you're losing, man.
Yeah, man, we're gonna win.
We know in principle what sport can do for people. It can raise their self-confidence, it can teach them team spirit and self-discipline. It keeps them fit and healthy. What else do we have?
Keeps them committing crimes all the time.
That's right, it gets them off the street. They have a purpose and sometimes they have a career in sport.
Director of the Oliver Gobat Sports Fund, Ross Stevenson, says he is elated to see the positive impact Togs is having on the youth.
My overriding impression is of young St. Lucians disciplined by sport, enthusiastic for what they do, they want to try and do their best. So I think, as Helen said, sport provides that channel for people to be positive in what they're doing, to reach their goals, to understand that life takes a bit of discipline sometimes and a bit of hard work. And through that hard work and discipline, they achieve their goals and fulfill what they want to do through sport.
Togs' contribution to young sportsmen and women has been tremendous. The cricket tournament is one out of many initiatives which the organization has supported. Similar to their son's dream of representing St. Lucia at an international game, the Gobats are hoping their assistance can help sports enthusiasts attain a similar feat.
Well, we would hope that some of the athletes that we are sponsoring currently would make it to the 2020 Olympics. There were a couple of chaps who tried very hard to improve their times to qualify for Rio last year, didn't quite make it. So we're hopeful that they'll get there with our help.
The Gobats are telling an example of how one can turn tragedy into triumph. They would like to advise anyone to do the same. Thank you for joining us for another unprecedented access into important social issues. I'm your presenter, Sarah Peter. Join me next time so we can go off limits.